What's up, friends? How you doing? Hey, always looking to do fun things on the podcast, creative things, new things to inspire you, to make you laugh, to tell good stories. Today we got something special. Jordan, very special. We've got two special guests here with us today. Jordan, how did we get here? Tell us what is going on, Jordan.
Okay, so it's so funny. So my wife is so good about listening to the podcast, and it's so funny because we record these in advance, and then she'll listen to it, be like, hey, what did you mean by that? I'd be like, I don't remember. What episode was this? She'd be like, well, it was this episode, and you were talking about this. So what she did is she actually took our kids and had them listen to the kid episode we did, right?
The kid episode, everybody, that was about,
episode.
Let's see, it'll be, at the time you listen to this, it'll be about 2 months back, so it'll be about 15. It's called The Kids Episode. We filmed it in a way so you're supposed to listen to it with your kids. Please continue.
Right. So Danny did that with our kids, and they get home.
Yay!
Like, hey, I had the kids listen to your podcast, and it was interesting because I asked them, what they liked about it. And so we have Emory here because Emory was very vocal about, hey, Dad, I want to be on your podcast. And,
oh my gosh.
I guess the big question is, Emory, what made you want to join the podcast?
Yeah.
Well, I thought it was really cool that you had a kids episode that parents and kids could listen to it. So I thought, what if you did have a kids episode, but what if you had a kid on one of the episodes?
It makes sense, right, Sean? Oh, yeah, why didn't we think of that?
Great idea, Emory. Great idea. So, Emory, we prepared some really good questions for you because we want to understand you, a kid. We want to understand you better. We want to know you. We want to know how you think. And so, are you prepared for us to ask you about, at least 10 personal questions about your life, how you think, about parents and kids and all that stuff? Are you ready to rock?
I think so, yes.
All right, hold on. Let's paint the picture first for people at home that are listening and might not know. Emory is 11 at this time, going on 12. So she's kind of getting into that age where pre-tween or teen, tween, whatever you call that age frame. And basically, it's been interesting because on this podcast, Sean, we've been telling stories about our families, about our kids. And I remember when we first started this, I had stories going all the way back to when they were 3. Well, now they're turning to almost like young adults, and now they have a voice of their own, which is pretty crazy.
Yeah, it is. It is crazy. Also, we have another unexpected guest. My 9-year-old daughter, Kenzie, is sitting right to my left. So she wanted to come to listen, to be a part. I don't know if she's going to say anything or not. She's welcome to say anything she wants or ask any questions that might come up. And so, Emory, before we ask you your first juicy question, tell us some basic ones, like what are some hobbies that you enjoy doing? What's like a regular day in the life for you?
Just
maybe
a bit about myself.
TV show. Yeah, basics. Go for it.
Okay, so my name is Emory. I am 11 years old. My favorite color is blue.
Good. Yep.
I have a pet chinchilla, and
how about the sport you just started this year that you really liked?
I started cross country, and I am one of the fastest on my team, and it is my first year ever.
And she's a big artsy person, so she loves drama, she loves acting, she loves drawing, she loves all things art.
Mm-hmm.
And you have a twin brother.
I do have a twin brother and a little brother.
That's a big one, yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting, being a twin. All right. So we get you the questions, so you have read them through. So as you're listening to Emory answer them, sometimes she might take a break to kind of look at her notes, to kind of remember what she was going to say, which is all good. Our job, we just want to help you feel comfortable. We love you guys, and you're here with us, and we're so glad you're here. So, Emory, I'll ask you your first question. You ready? All right.
Yeah.
What do you think that adults misunderstand most about kids your age?
Okay, so most kids my age have chores, and I will be surprised if you don't have chores.
Okay.
That's good. Yeah.
However, some kids like myself might already want to do those chores, which might sound a bit confusing. Like, why would you want to do chores? Well, sometimes when you're like, you may have just came out of a stressful situation or something, you just might want to get yourself away from there and you might just want to calm down. So doing those chores might help you calm down. But if your parent is like on your way to go and do those chores, not being asked to, and your parents are like, hey, can you do this? Can you maybe do the dishes?
Okay.
Now you're required to do it. So now I'm like, I don't want to do that anymore.
Really?
And the same
Good
thing is
on-
for like teachers. Like I might want to read a book or something, but then the teacher's like, oh yeah, by the way, for homework, you have to read pages or chapter 11 and 12. And you're like, well, I was gonna, but now I don't want to because I'm required to do it.
Interesting. Great first answer. I'm really.
This is so good, dude.
I thought it was really good, but
It's very
now
good.
why
and you
though?
can
you
you
were
can
already
see.
planning on.
Go ahead.
Oh no. Well, you go.
I was just gonna say I can see my wife in her. Like it's so
Okay.
funny because when there's a stressful situation, my wife will go to cleaning, right? You'll go to trying to tidy up something that is in chaos to create a little bit more of a stability because you think it's helping, right? So that's basically what Emery's saying. Is like sometimes if I'm in a situation, I'm gonna go do this chore because it's gonna help me calm down. Like she has a chinchilla, so she has to go and clean the chinchilla every day. And if she gets into, let's say, a fight with her brother, she's gonna go and do that chore because it'll help calm her down. But if I'm like, don't forget to do chili, she's like, I already know, Dad, right? And it makes things worse.
Right. But why? Why does it make it worse? Is it like do you know why? It's okay.
No,
why does it
sometimes
bother
it's
you?
just I don't really know how to explain it. Sometimes I just want to do it, and then when I'm required to do it, I'm just like, now I don't want to do it because I'm
Yeah.
required to.
Because someone's telling me.
Because someone's telling me I have to do it when I was already gonna do it.
Is it kind of like you feel controlled, or do you feel dumb, or do you
Yes.
feel like
I
I'm
feel-
just a kid, or people are controlling me? It's like, what is
Yeah,
it?
just like kind of controlled. Like you have to do this. I was already gonna do this.
Okay, so
Right.
let me just pause for a second. You know, us as parents have to help get you going, right? Help get this machine turned on because if we don't, you'll sit on the couch with a smart device for 12 hours in a day.
That's not true.
I'm just saying, it's pretty true.
Right. So he's kind of bringing up a good point, Emory. So sometimes parents need to remind kids or encourage kids because otherwise they may get distracted. So if you don't like being told, hey, don't forget the chores or chili, what would be a good way for us parents to talk to you so you don't feel so controlled?
Yeah, how do
may-
we remind you without you feeling like we're telling you?
You could.
How about this? I have an idea. What if instead of us telling you about all the chores, if it was just written somewhere and all we would say is,
Yeah.
hey, Emery, don't forget to look at the
Chore
list,
chart,
the chore chart.
Church chart?
And then
That might
it's-
help. That would help a lot better.
And then
yeah.
I'm not telling you
Chore
have to do
chart.
this, this, and this.
Yeah.
You just know, oh yeah, I got to go look at that and see what I need to do.
Yeah.
How about this idea? It's okay if you'd like this. It's okay if you don't. Don't hold back. How about this? Hey, honey, don't want you to feel controlled, but just remember some of your chores. Would you like that?
Yes.
So if I say,
It feels.
okay,
It just feels a less like, because when you're going straight at it, just like, oh yeah, don't forget you have to do this. Instead, you're like,
Oh.
hey, like, I don't want you to feel pressured, but like you
How
still
about
have
this one?
this to do.
Hey, you're so great with your chores, so I'm excited. I know you'll I know you'll get them done sometime today. How about that? Is that a little cheesy, or do you like that?
It's a little cheesy, but it would probably help a bit more.
Kenzie has a question for you.
oh yeah.
Go ahead.
What is a chinchilla?
That's a good question.
It's hard to explain. How I explain it is like what I see in a chinchilla is kind of like a guinea pig's size with kind of like mouse ears and more of like a rat tail. It's hard to explain.
and like kangaroo legs almost. Like
And-
they have these big
yeah.
legs that make them jump a little bit.
And they can jump really high, yeah. It's hard to
about this big.
explain, but she is.
Cool.
It's
very
very
soft.
cool. But they can live for a long time. Let's just say
They will be part of the family forever.
How long?
25 years.
Oh my God.
Right now she's
What?
Right now she is 13.
Yeah.
And I
No,
got
I-
her
Oh
3
my
years ago.
gosh.
At
That's
least
quite
25.
a commitment.
And
So,
I got her
I
3
think
years
one
ago.
tip we got out of that first question, Emory, which is like kids don't like it when parents just like command or control or demand things. But if you put a little bit, I call it sugar and spice, a little bit of sweetness on it, like, hey, honey, don't forget your chore chart, or hey, don't want you to feel controlled.
It definitely helps better.
I think that really helps. Kenzie's been telling me recently, we've been having some tension around it. She says, like, Dad, that's rude. You're being rude. I'm like, I'm not being rude. But I think maybe I don't feel like I'm being rude, but maybe I need to soften it up a little bit, with some of these things that we're learning from Emory here. What do you think? Do you want to say anything?
Would that help you? Would that help you?
The sugar and spice.
Yeah. Like the being sweet. Like, Kenzie, hey, I love you. You're so great, but I need you to do X, Y, and Z.
Well, when
Oh, she may have muted us. Or you.
Okay.
There you go. You're back.
The mic there.
Yes.
You're back.
when he says the actual words sugar and spice, that I feel like it's kind of weird when he says it because
Cringe. Is it cringe?
kind of.
Oh my gosh,
I
this
feel
is
like
so
it would
funny.
kind of help if he just doesn't use the word sugar and spice, but uses it in other words.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her mom,
Yeah.
my wife,
Yeah.
said the same exact thing to me last night. I literally said sugar and spice. She's like, well, don't say that. So I wonder where you get that from.
Dude, that is
All
so
right,
funny.
let's-
All right, we'll move on. That was
Let's move on.
that was a
All right,
great first
let-
question. This one
Really
might
good.
go a little quicker, but I think it's interesting to kind of get a perspective from a kid this age. What makes you, Emory, feel really safe, like talking to an adult?
Mostly when I'm not in like big like when there's not 30 million people around me and I'm just in like my house. It makes me feel better if I'm in my house and there's not 1,000 things going around. Like I have to do this, I have to do that. Oh, my friends are here. I gotta do this.
Distractions, right.
Yeah, a bunch of distractions.
Oh, interesting.
Somewhere like very calm. To me, it helps.
Yeah, that makes sense. When you're in your safe place. Your house, too, makes a lot of sense
Yes.
because it's a safe zone.
Yeah, it's a safe spot.
But sometimes, Sean, like I feel like we have to do these teaching moments and we're at like a party. And that can be hard because there's a lot of distraction.
There's a
And
lot of things going
sometimes,
wrong.
As you know, you say teaching moments don't happen in the moment. I think that's what you say.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
so for us parents, we have to learn that. Sometimes we want to teach right then because the event
Right.
just happened. You just stole that ball from that kid, or something just happened, and we have to
Right.
address it right now. And that might not be the best situation.
Let's stay on this topic real quick. This is not one of your like prearranged questions, Emory, but your parents are good parents. So what that means is sometimes they give you like guidance. They give you direction. They give you tips. They tell you, no, we don't do that. I want you to do that. Right? Does that sound like your parents?
Yeah.
So where would be your least favorite spot, like, or place when they give you these tips or this parenting? And where's your favorite place and how? Like, what's your favorite way of when your dad and your mom, like, talk to you or give you parenting direction? And when's, like, your least favorite? Like, and if you're not sure, I can give you some ideas of what some kids have told me in the past. But do you have any things on the top of your head?
Yeah, my least favorite spot, I have 2 least favorite spots. So a lot of my friends' parents have like parties at least like a few times every year. And there's just a lot of things going on and someone might be being mean to me or something. And I will go and tell my parents and they're like, well, yada, 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 yada. So one of those, that, and my little brother's school, which used to be my school since I'm in middle school now. There's this thing called the Fall Festival and like the Sweetheart Ball and just all this stuff, especially the Fall Festival. There's like bounce houses. Like 2 years ago, there used to be a gaming thing, like a gaming truck and there's just a whole lot going on. And there was like a hay thing up at the top field, and I might like something bad might happen, and I might be like, well, hold on, my friends are here. You can teach me this at home.
Yeah.
But then one of my favorite spots, home. Home.
Really?
I just love home.
Yeah.
Yeah. It feels
really
better at
helpful.
home because I'm in my safe place. So I know that I'm protected, and I'm not like, my friends will be like, what's that about? Why did your parents just pull you over?
Yeah.
Because that has happened to me before.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, because that can get
Is that
awkward.
embarrassing?
It can get
Like,
very
you-
awkward.
Dude, I remember, Emory, listen to this. You've never heard this story. I remember in 6th grade, Grandma Velvet had a giant party because we
Was it like your birthday party or something?
Maybe. We had recently moved to San Diego, and I remember we had all these kids over that I'd never met. And I accidentally walked in the bathroom while a kid was on the toilet because he didn't lock the door. And he got so embarrassed, this kid. And I was like, oh my gosh. And I immediately shut it. And I laughed because, like, you're
That's
a kid.
good.
You see someone on the toilet, like, oh my gosh, that was whoops, ha ha ha. Well, he went and told Grandma. And oh my gosh.
She was mad.
It was like the moment at the party where the DJ stops the music, everyone looks, and she goes, Jordan Higley! And in front of everybody, tried to teach me a moment right in front of everybody. It was so awkward.
That would be embarrassing.
Oh my gosh, it was so embarrassing. Go to your room for the rest of the night. All the other kids got to play at the party, and I had to go to my room, and it was not the best teaching moment.
That, no.
I think
be
this is a
rough.
good tip because what we're hearing, one of the themes everyone is listening is when we want to guide our children, direct them, it's even at age 11 and younger, it's really important that you're aware of the surroundings. Like, are you shaming your child? Are you embarrassing them? Like, can you maybe wait to give them that direction until it's a better spot? Because if a child's going to be scared or ashamed or embarrassed around their friends or family, they're not really listening. They're not really going to connect with what you have to say. So it might be best because you don't want that child to kind of shut down and really not listen to you. But that kind of leads us to our next question, which we had. So, what makes you shut down, or what makes kids kind of like stop wanting to talk to their parents? And I got a couple, follow-up questions for you about that, because that's like a thing, especially like around 11, 12. A lot of kids, they actually stop talking to their parents, and they don't really stop opening up.
Yeah, so mostly when like some people might like start picking on me, and they might start wanting to pick on me, and a lot of my friends say I talk a lot, which it makes sense. I talk a lot.
Okay.
And there's one specific group of people that just pick on me constantly and mostly just think it's friendly manner, but in my
Hold on,
perspective.
so they're friends though? So are they friends? Or
They're
are they
like
friends?
neighborhood.
Well,
they're like
they're like,
neighbors,
neighborhood-
right? Neighborhood
neighborhood
kids, and
people
anytime
that
we
just-
get
Teasing-
together,
they're teasing you?
Yeah.
Tasing, yeah. But like,
And it happens frequently. We
Yeah.
know this, and we have to manage it. So keep going.
yeah. They think it's just friendly manner, and really in my situation, someone could look at my situation and be like, oh yeah, that is not something I would want to be in, like, because I try to get them to stop and it just doesn't really work. So
Yeah.
yeah, mostly those
Okay, so
situations.
So in that situation, that'll make you shut down
that'll make me be like,
and not want to play and not want to be around.
yeah, that'll make me just want to like go somewhere else. It makes me want to like just go leave.
Okay,
go
and then
somewhere
I have a
else.
follow-up question with this, and I know you do too, Sean. When it comes to us parents, because you come to us and say, hey, so they keep picking on me, and we try to give advice, do you get into a situation where you shut down even more because our advice doesn't work?
Sometimes your advice that you give to me does not work, like, at all. Like, does not work. Like, for example, there's this guy in my school that everyone thinks I have a crush on, but I really don't. But it's just because, one, we have assigned seats in our class because none of my friends can stop talking. So, and I sit next to him in every single class, but the only reason everyone thinks I have a crush on him is because we are into the exact same things. Drama, cross country, we get good
Just
grades.
friends. Yeah, you have a lot in common.
Exactly, just friends, but
Yeah.
everyone thinks that we have a crush on each other
So they're
because
just
we like
teasing
same
you,
things.
or
So
they're bothering you.
yeah, just bothering me, and I'm like, I can't get you to stop no matter what I do. And my mom told me, tell everyone I have a crush on him so they stop picking on me. I was like, that's not going to work. That is not going to work at all.
Oh my
That
God.
is
Okay,
not
you're right,
going to
guys. I
work.
do have a crush. No,
Right,
that-
like
so
get
it's
over
like
it.
a
Yeah.
lot.
Okay, you're right.
Like,
You're right.
I don't
Yeah.
like, just get over the fact I don't like it. And
Oh my gosh.
And I said this once. I said it once to this girl that picks on us nonstop. And I tried it, did not work, and
Backfired.
she
Oh,
completely forgot about
gosh.
it She completely forgot about it the next day, but
So maybe it did work.
Nope, she's
Oh.
still picking on me.
Okay.
Still
Here's
picking
like
on
a
me.
Similar. It's like on that same theme about talking to your parents. So sometimes kids starting around age 13 stop talking to their parents. Why? Why do they stop talking to them or opening up? Do you have any theories on that?
Well, I have a theory. I think maybe it might be because just aging, they just kind of like pull back and they're just more absorbed into the things they were as a kid, or maybe they got into something new, or maybe they're just talking to their friends, or maybe something's going on at school. I'm not quite sure, but I just feel like
Do
they
you
may
have any
have
friends who
pulled
have like
back.
stopped talking to their parents, or like they're like, I can't talk to my dad, or I can't talk to my mom? Do you have any friends that are like that? At age
No, but
11?
I have friends that have their parents like really, really strict to where they can't even like watch. Like there are so many kid shows that are not on YouTube Kids, but are on YouTube, and they're not even allowed to watch those shows, even though they're like animated. Like they're animated, made for
So
kids.
okay,
and
so
they're
let me
not
ask you
allowed to
this:
watch
Is it because of rules like that? You think the kids don't want to talk to their parents sometimes?
Yes, I do think maybe it's because of like because parents may be too strict that they're just like, I can't tell you about this or else I might get grounded, or like because I can't talk to you about this or else something might happen and I might not be able to talk to my friends for like a week, like maybe even months.
What do you think about that? Do you think that, have you ever thought about that? Like, do you think that the parents are being good and like protecting their kids? Do you think maybe the parents are too strict? What do you think about strict parents?
I definitely don't like the idea of parents being strict, like, because my parents aren't strict at all. They're strict, but not the type of strict where it's like, you do this, no, you're grounded for months. Like, no watching YouTube. You have to stay in your room, still get grounded, still get all that stuff. Like, they're not like that. They're more like, you just can't do that, you know? So I'm just going to take away your phone or something because you can't do that because that gets through to me. But if you're like, no TV for a week, no months, like, you can't do that. Then they're more like, well, okay, but how you're coming across to me is like, because when you go to school, I will tell you, my friends laugh about it. Like
They do.
There's one girl that's like, she's nice. She's nice to me, but she will like come to school and be like, man, my mom was funny. She yelled at me this morning. It was so funny. Like and I didn't even do anything. And I was like, I would always be like,
yeah. That's
okay,
interesting.
well, like.
I think that's Jordan, what's your take on that? I think that there's like a coping mechanism. Sometimes a parent, when they're yelling at a child, they're very aggressive or there's a lot of fear. One of the ways that kids cope is they'll like mock the parent or they'll tease the parent or they'll talk to their friends about the parent just to like help release the stress. And make sure you stay real close to the mic, Emory. What are your guys' thoughts on that?
Well, I just know that
Anytime. Just grab the mic.
It's definitely it's a two-way street. I think it takes two to tango, right? You have the parent that's trying to, and sometimes the parent feels like it has to be more strict on certain kids because the kids, you give them a little freedom,
but it does not
and they go
work.
out of control.
Kind of like teachers.
We're lucky because our kids can be very responsible, and so we can let them fly a little bit more, which is great. But if there was a situation where they kept getting in trouble, then I would have to shut those gates or clip those wings because they keep getting in trouble. And then, of course, that's going to make it harder on them. So it's so tough to do this dance as a parent and a kid because you both have to have respect for each other and you both have to give each other grace. But sometimes growing up, you don't have that understanding, right? And as a parent, you just want to protect and hide and shelter, and so it's just complicated.
I know that in the moment, when you're that kid, in the moment, it'll be like, okay, I won't do it again. But in reality, like at school, you'll be like, no, it was so funny. Like I wasn't scared. Like it was so funny.
Yeah.
But like in the moment, you're like,
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's a tough
Kenzie
one.
wants to say something.
Yeah, go ahead,
for it,
Kenzie.
Kenz.
When you were saying, like, when a parent like yells or something or is about to yell, like some kids will get scared. That's how I am with him, but sometimes not really with my mom. And normally, I feel more like I'm not gonna get too in trouble with my mom, so I would normally go to her and tell her. And if it's like something that I don't think I deserved, she would sometimes talk to him about it. And
Yeah, and that's really mature of you to like come to that realization. I remember too as a kid where I was more scared of my mom than my dad because my mom would use the belt on me, and I'd be like, "Don't tell mom," and I'd be able to tell my dad because he had more of a heart. But sometimes it could be the opposite. Sometimes dads could be a little bit more, "Here are the rules.
Direct.
This is what we're gonna do,"
More
and then the
direct.
moms can be more soft. And there's always that. Me and Sean, me and your dad call it good cop, bad cop type of thing. When we don't try to create a dynamic like that, but they just happen sometimes.
I think too, let me get your opinion, Kenzie. My voice is very deep and loud, so I've noticed that mom might be raising her voice at you or saying something very intense. And then I come in and I'll say like one thing, and it might be a little loud or a tiny, tiny bit tense.
like now,
But for you, you feel like it's very intense. Have you? And that's okay. This is a normal thing. I like to teach people that listen to this podcast, like, it's like in a lot of homes, the women are allowed to yell at the kids, but the men are not because the voices are just so different and loud. Have you ever thought about that? What's your opinion on that?
me,
Yeah, you. You're speaking to the mic.
I'm kind of
Do you think it's your
Like,
dad's
you feel like,
voice?
you feel more comfortable when mom raises her voice to you or gets intense with you, and you feel less uncomfortable when I do it. Is that what you're saying?
yeah,
Scary?
yeah, because
You're speaking to the mic.
you're, like you said, more intense, and I feel like even if let's say I did something to my mom, it wasn't like I didn't do what my mom said.
Sure.
She would give me like, let's say 3 cards, and then my dad would probably give me like 5 or 10. So I would normally go to my mom about it to see, because she would like say that's too big amount of cards.
Yeah.
What does that mean, Sean? What do the cards mean?
The cards is like a creative things we're doing with Kenzie to help her with self-control and impulses and just behavior.
Okay.
And then what we do is the cards are like, do you want to explain the cards really quick, or do you want me to?
Like some of
No,
them,
speak into the mic.
some of them say like, go ask your sister if you can do an extra chore or a task,
Okay.
or ask your mom or the person who gave you cards,
Okay.
or like do 10 push-ups.
Okay.
And
You're
some of
collecting
them
debt. You're
kind
They're like little
And some of
positive activities she
Yeah.
wants to do. So write 5
Some of them
things
are
you
like-
like about yourself. Write
Yeah.
a paragraph about the importance of self-control. Write down, I will listen to my parents
2
5 times.
goals you have right now.
2
Okay.
goals you have. What else would be on there?
I forgot.
Can I ask you something? Is it working?
I mean, you answer that.
No. No, I want you to answer that. Do you feel like when you get these cards and you do the activity on the card that you learn something? You're like, man, whatever I did, I won't do it again because I don't want to get another card.
Yeah, kind of, but I feel like mainly what it is, if they like yell at me, I'll get scared and I'll be like, okay, I will not do that again. But then, like, sometimes I will like forget and
Yeah.
sometimes do it.
Yeah, you're a kid. I understand. Well, okay. Cool. Thanks for
I
being
was
so
actually
honest.
chatting about that same exact thing with the mother just last night. Is it working? I think you have to define work. What does working mean? What does success mean? Does success mean like 100% behavior modification? So you give your kids something and they just stop? That's not the way you define working or success, because these kids are impulsive, right?
Yeah.
And we're all working with self-control. So when you say, is it working? It's more like, is this helping the child to keep growing? Is it helping the parents to not yell or raise their voice or to be passive? Is it helping the child to become more disciplined or learn the family values or family model? Is this a form of tribe teaching? And so that's like how you should look at your discipline, whether it be this cards that we use, which I teach a lot of my VIP members, or whatever you use. Is
That's
it working
great.
to help your child to grow and mature? Was that a little long-winded? Or
No,
do
I
you
like
that
it. And
answer?
I've never heard this tip before. This is a great little tip. I mean, I always hear it as like couples, like, hey, here's your gift. It's a free back massage. Use it whenever you like, you know? But
Yeah.
yeah, getting it to a kid, it actually does an extra chore, something nice, right? I think that's really
Yeah.
wise. That's really
Something
cool.
they have to do, she has to do. So normally it'd be like, if she does something, she has to earn, she earns 3 cards. and
Yeah.
She has to do the activities
Yeah.
on the cards. I teach a lot about it inside the VIP membership. But
That's cool.
can we keep going?
Yeah, we're 30 minutes in. Well, I don't want to go too much longer. I want to skip
Yeah.
down to the tech stuff because this is good. There is one here that I'm just going to read for you real quick, Emory. It says, what makes you feel closest to your parents? And I thought this was so cool. She says, when I get one-on-one time with them, I feel closest with my parents, which I think is so cool because, we do it sometimes, but
Yeah.
like we need to do it
Not
more.
all the time.
Yeah, we need to do it
but
more.
we get to do it, like hunting, or when my mom takes me to go get my nails done, or shopping, or
Yeah.
just when I get to hang out with them on one-on-one time.
Very nice.
All right, so
That
we're going to go to
is really
technology
nice to
now.
hear that.
How do kids your age really feel about phones, games, screens, technology?
They're addicted, like very, very addicted.
At
I go
age
to
11,
school.
you're saying kids
I
are
go to
addicted
school.
already at age 11?
Yes.
Oh
I go to school, after school, in car pickup. They go straight. So in school, there's this little basket. You have to write your name, put a little check to your name, put your phone in the basket. You can't use your phone in school. So it's like it's in school, but it's
You're
you're not allowed to use it.
Right.
So you're not like cheating or
Okay.
doing anything
Yeah.
bad in class. So I go straight to carpool because I don't bring my phone to school.
Well, let's
'cause
be
it's-
real. She
it's
doesn't
my-
really have a
it's-
phone.
It's
just
dad's, but I use it more.
it's just got Wi-Fi on it. But anyway,
Yeah.
keep going.
So I don't take it to school, but I go straight to car pickup. There are people that are like sucked into their phones. They're just like
Oh my gosh. Are you
like that.
hearing
I'm like,
this?
oh my gosh.
Okay,
Oh my
So,
all right,
gosh.
so you
well,
have a
And
phone-free school, but as soon as school's out, it's like they go
It's-
right.
they go
And then after
straight.
school, are they on their phones or their tablets
Yes.
like a ton?
Yeah, a
Now,
ton.
does
I
that-
will.
how do
I
you
will
feel
look
about
on
that? Does that
Roblox.
bother you? Do you wish you had a
It
phone?
just-
Are you screen addicted?
No, I.
Oh, come
I'm
on.
addicted.
Tell the truth. Tell the truth.
I know, Dad. I'm addicted, but not. I will go outside and play and be like, can I go play with my friends? Can
It's
I go
true.
hang out?
What did you just ask me for today?
I don't remember.
Hey, Dad, can I get an Alexa?
Oh yeah, I wanted an Alexa so I could
Well,
listen
all
to
my
music
friends
in my
have an
class.
Alexa, and all they have to do is say, "Hey, Alexa,"
Stop!
It's true. She's mocking you. She has one. Yeah,
I'm
she has
sorry.
an Alexa.
It's like
The kids version. Yeah, go ahead.
it's a kid's version. So I don't call it Alexa, I call it Ziggy.
You can
Nice.
Oh,
That's
that's
cute.
cute.
Those
Yeah.
are good. No, shout out though to the Alexa Jordan. I'm a big fan of these Alexas for kids because they can listen to music and they're not a screens. You just have to talk to
And you
them,
can
but
set timers.
you type. Also, the problem is that you're gonna play your music so loud, and then your parents will be like, "Emory, turn that music down," and then it'll be so loud they can't hear you. Then you're gonna argue about that. Sound familiar? She used to be. Her older sister would be like, "Kenzie, turn your dang Alexa down."
Can I say something real quick? So, when punishing a kid, I just feel like this would help a lot. It hasn't happened, but I feel like when punishing a kid, don't take away their phones. Let them play as much as they want. However, take away the charger. There and say I don't know where it is. I can't help you, because it will disguise as an accident rather than a punishment.
Oh
So it'll
my
be like,
gosh.
oh, it'll disguise. So they
That
don't
is
think
crafty.
they don't. They'll
Right.
be like,
It's like, well, the
well,
parents,
I can't do it, so they're forced to go outside and hang out and play with their friends because the charger's gone
Right.
and they're all hidden. They don't know where they are.
smart.
So I just feel like that would help a lot better.
And you wouldn't really be like traumatized or like mad at them because
Yeah,
it's
you
not
wouldn't be
their-
mad at them
it's-
because it's disguised as an
Yeah.
Isn't that
accident.
lying?
It is their fault,
lying
but
to your
it's
kids?
not their fault.
Well,
lying
it's,
to your
it's
kids,
not,
you guys?
No, it's like
not
I
lying,
put it
it's a-
somewhere and I can't remember.
Yeah, you just have to disguise it in a way that's okay for you. Like if you're like, okay, this might work, then you might be like, this is a little white lie. I could. They need a punishment.
Okay.
So I feel like it would probably help a lot better because they wouldn't be mad at you. There wouldn't be like screaming matches because then you wouldn't be like,
Let's say
well,
that.
I don't know where it is.
Give
I've
us
already
another
looked
tip.
all day.
Okay, give us one more tip before we close our episode. If parents didn't want to do that creative idea, taking away the charger, very creative, by the way. What kind of things should parents say to their kids to make sure that they're not screen addicted? What kind of things do parents need to be doing to make sure their kids have a healthy relationship with screens? Like, do you have any tips for us?
That's hard because, like, either way, they're going to get addicted and be like, no, I want 5 more minutes. Give me 5 more minutes.
Does the 1 hour a day rule help or no?
No, it just gets you even more mad at them because you're like, no, but I need that. I need 5 more minutes. I just feel like just keep taking away
hold
the
on
chargers
here.
and
Let
plug
me-
it in at night.
Let me challenge you for a second, okay? You say you're screen addicted and you were kind of joking around. I don't think you're screen addicted. I don't think your dad is. Are you being serious? You feel like you're screen addicted? Or are you just kind of like joking around? Like addicted, that's a huge word for someone to say at age 11.
All
which
right,
means,
yeah.
like,
What
you're
does the term
obsessed.
addicted mean? What does addicted?
Like,
yeah,
I
let's
don't
break
know.
this
Is that
down.
really the? I don't. Are
Addicted?
you sure you want to float that word around or describe yourself that way? Screen addicted.
I don't
Emory?
think I'm, like, addicted because, in my opinion, addicted means, like, you won't put it down. And if your parents tell you to put it down, you're like, no, I'm not going to put it down. Like, get away from me. I'm doing this. No.
Sean, were we addicted to playing PlayStation 2?
No.
Okay.
No, we're playing with words here. There's a difference
Right.
between addicted
Okay.
and then there's obsessed.
Okay.
And then there's like, I'm really into it. But,
Okay.
you know, I got it balanced. I mean, from what I'm hearing about you, girl, you have a great life, very balanced life. You're a
Yeah,
great
maybe
sibling to
addicted
your
is
brother.
too
Yeah,
strong.
I don't
You're
think
a great
I'm
daughter.
addicted.
You're great with chores.
Yeah.
I don't think you're
Yeah,
addicted or
I
obsessed.
don't think-
I
I don't
think you
think
really
I'm-
enjoy it a lot. But
Yeah.
yeah, he's telling me, shut up, Dad. Let her talk. Well, she didn't say shut up. Let her talk. Good point. All right, so talk. I will shut my big mouth. Talk.
Pulling it out of
Go for it. What's your take? Are
Like,
you obsessed,
how do you
addicted?
feel-
How would you describe it?
I'm gonna say something.
I don't
and
think
you
I'm
answer-
addicted.
Okay, let me say this.
You don't
I
think you're
think
addicted.
you're at your best when you guys are not allowed to be on small devices, iPads and phones. I think you guys are your best selves when you
I'm
take that
not.
away.
Yeah. There was this story on YouTube when I was watching, but there was this little boy that was before his parents didn't give him anything. He was into fishing. He was into he would ask randomly, just, can you take me out hunting? Can you
He's an outdoor- he
teach
loves the
me?
outdoors.
Yes, he loves
Okay.
outdoors. He loved doing all that stuff. But when one day on Christmas, his parents got him an iPad, it turned into him asking for a bunk bed, like a bunch of random electronics and just extra stuff that he did not need. That once his parents said, no, let me take you out and go do this, he was like, no, I don't want to do that. I'm playing a game. I'm playing Roblox right now.
He's stuck inside.
Yeah, he was stuck
Well,
inside. He did
great
not want to
story.
do
So you just saw
anything.
his whole. Is it like his whole he just became obsessed and his whole
Yes.
character, his whole personality changed?
Yeah, I just feel like once you give your kids electronics, their whole personality will just be kind of shift a little bit.
I agree.
and be
Very
like,
real.
well,
I read all these big books, all these big, fancy, huge books on all the scientific research. It's all saying that same stuff.
yep.
So I know I asked you this before, but let me ask you again. What do we do about this? Give us some parenting tips. Like if you had an 11-year-old child, what would you do? Would you give them a pad? Would you give them video games? What do you do?
Well,
That can happen to them. What do we do?
if
Give us some advice.
I had a kid, I would, once they were like 4 or 5, I would not let them have, like, I would let them occasionally have screens, but I would have like
If you were
a
me,
2-hour rule.
would
I would
you
have a
give
2-hour
yourself
rule.
a phone?
Me?
Like,
I
should I
would-
give you a phone? Like a
I
real
say,
phone?
well, I really want a Gab phone right now because my best friend has a Gab phone right now. And on that Gab phone, it's not I don't get to see her that often because we go to different schools. But from what I see with her and her phone is like you can't really add apps. It's mostly for like timers, seeing the weather. Like you can occasionally watch, but there's like a limit that your parents can set on there.
Do you know what I see when I see you with her? This is what I see. Someone on their
That's-
I
no.
swear.
I don't
Literally like this,
Yeah,
looking
what
at your
Dad's
phone
saying is we're
all the
concerned
time.
that now you're
Literally.
gonna be
And
upset.
she'll
when
have
I'm with
it.
Annabelle.
She'll have her. She can never leave her phone. It's always with her. She's always looking.
In
She's
case-
always in case
in
what?
case
She's
she-
with her family. In case what?
When she's with she's only always with it when she's at our house. She's not always with it when she's at her
house.
at her house. She will mostly put it down, but when we're going outside or somewhere else, she will grab it for like in case she needs to dial someone and
Okay.
just say for protective reasons.
So what do you think is a safe age for someone to actually get one of those?
In my opinion, I feel so. One of my friends can't get a phone until they're 16. In my
That's
opinion,
what I'm talking about.
I don't think that's a good idea because at 16, that's the age you get to go drive and do all this stuff. But at 16, you're already a teenager, so you're already gonna do like crazy stuff. Especially because there's like school and
Right, I get it.
so I just feel like, in my opinion, I think 14. However, my friend got a phone at 9.
Not
At
okay.
9 years old. I think it's Kenzie's age.
Yeah.
I
Kenzie
think
wants to
that's
say
your
something.
age. Yeah.
Do it, girl.
She got a phone at that age. I was like, no.
I feel like 14 is good too.
Yeah.
Because you can get a little settled with it, but like have more like
Freedom. You get more freedom.
like block some stuff on it, and then once you get older, like 14, and then when you're 15, like unlock a little more, and then once you're 16, like it will be almost like
Yeah,
so-
you can have more freedom every age you get and like how older you get because
I love that.
Yeah.
Plan. That's actually what I teach. It's what a lot of the experts teach. No cell phones before high school. No social media until 16.
You can,
yeah.
And you slowly keep going on. and
Yeah,
on.
'cause my friend
I'm
right
just
now-
saying.
Because my friend right now, she's in my school. She's my age. She already has social media. She
Yeah,
already
that's
has
troublesome.
social
I
media.
know,
I'm like,
that's troublesome.
no, like I could never. That's too much freedom. I like, you can post literally whatever you want. People, like whoever
Right.
you want, can follow you on social media and do like message you like. They do whatever. And I'm like, that's way too much. And occasionally, she says, I say, that's too much freedom whenever I'm talking to her about it. And she's like, well, okay, but occasionally my parents come and like check on it. And I'm like, occasionally? I feel like they should be looking at it like 24/7.
Go ahead,
But
Kenzie.
like right now on my
Yeah,
dad's
close up
phone,
our Episode. Kenzie, go for it, girl.
what do you think, like, if what was I gonna say?
It's okay. As you think about this, get your closing thoughts. If you come back, just tap me, okay? Well, Emory, Jordan, we're coming to the end of our time. I am so grateful for you, Emory. You are very well spoken. Today, you were honest. You were real. You were articulate. You were amazing.
thank
Thank
you.
you so much for
You
this
did great.
idea.
Thank you.
And Kenzie wanted to say something. She got her thought back.
What do you think if you have like my dad calls it an airplane phone. It's you keep it on airplane mode like at all times. Like all you can do is text, and then there's just like some games. It's a normal phone. But
Yeah.
there's just
If it's on airplane
Love
mode
it.
the full time, I feel like
I love the idea.
I feel like that's what like at 14 you should have, just an airplane phone. And then like once you're at 16, or you
Yeah.
can have a little bit more freedom, but like once you're 15, you can unlock it from airplane mode. But you have to consistently like ask your parents if you want to download a game or anything. You have to consistently ask your parents to hey, can I download this? Can I add one of my friends from school onto my contacts? Oh
I feel
yeah,
like
what's
if you're not
like
honest with that part, I feel like
you
the
shouldn't have
parents
a
would
phone at
to add
all.
a password on it
Yep.
too.
Great advice.
I feel like if you even have a password, you should let your parents know.
Yeah.
So they can occasionally be like, okay, well, like, just in case,
Yeah.
like in case you're being secretive or anything, they can look at your phone.
And
Great
also,
advice,
what you said
girls.
A little bit ago, when I was in first grade, I think, there was this little girl, and I was confused because she was like in second or first or kinder, and she had like a Gab phone or a phone, and
Wow.
yeah, because I think she had texting. I'm pretty sure I do not think she had social media, but
Too early, right?
yeah, there
Too
was
early.
like at least something on there because I think there was
Way too early to even have a phone.
Yeah.
It's way too early. Like, that's
Emery,
no.
it's so great having you. We should have you more often, and we can just see you kind of grow up and hear your advice, and we can be like, "Hey, 2 years ago, Emery, you said this," and you too,
That's a good
Kenzie.
idea,
Such a great
Shonda.
thing having you.
I would love to.
You shared some great things. We'll call it the father-daughter episode.
Perfect.
I would
We'll
love
do more of
to.
them. Do you have any closing comments, Kenzie, or anything?
Thank you
wanna say?
guys.
But like, I bet if she didn't, because that school, it was not really. It was a homeschool, so there was like a slide and stuff
Right.
at lunch, and
Yeah.
she was just sitting on a tall thing with some of her friends on the phone. And I bet if she didn't have it, she would be on the slide.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
great
Playing.
point.
Playing.
Great
That's
point.
exactly right.
Because the slide, it's like pretty big. She would, because all she would do is just like text or look at
Great
Right.
photos.
point, right?
Yeah.
They're so addictive and obsessive. They stop doing wonderful things like going on slides and fishing, and they do these
Going
stupid
outside
She's
and
that- she's a girl.
things. Well, the friend, the story was the kid. A story
Yeah.
about a kid who liked fishing, I think.
I still like fishing. I
Heck
still
yeah.
think fishing is cool.
Yeah, she's caught a
right.
bunch
I
of
still
fish. All
occasionally,
right, guys.
I even go hunting with Dad.
Thank you so much, Emory. Thank you so
Mm-hmm.
much, Kenzie. We love you guys. Thank you so much, parents, for letting us be a part of your life. And Emory, you're wonderful. Can't wait to talk to you again. Stay strong, be close, and teach wisdom. We'll see you guys next episode. Thanks for
All
joining us.
right.
Bye.
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 Bye.